the relationship that leads to marriage. How do you possibly choose them? Maybe there are five friends, five man friend around you, boyfriend around you, and a lot of them are interested to give you the white dress, and you now be like, what do I do? How do I find him? Or maybe you don't even have at all, but you are wondering how to find him. So let's look at how it There's works. This ideology that some people have. They believe that a woman cannot possibly live a good life without a man. Now, most times you see this ideology in some parents or some adults, some people anyway. It's not everybody that believes this. To me, I see this as an epidemic that I can't really accept as a school of thought. I don't accept that because it depends on what you want for yourself and how you want yourself to be. That ideology is actually the reason why a lot of women are in a hurry to get married today. A lot of ladies can no longer be patient enough to work out their relationship or to figure out if this guy is the right man for me. They don't want to because that ideology is selling. That epidemic is selling that you cannot live your life without a man. Yes, I know that that's a beautiful life when you find the right man. Because when we put it this way, what about if we should flip the coin? What about women who end up with the wrong men? Because ending up with the wrong men is as good as I wouldn't say having a single life or living without a man is better than ending up with the wrong man. Because the wrong man, that relationship will squeeze your life out. That relationship will squeeze the very life out of you than getting you fulfilled. This truth is very, very clear to you, and if you've never heard it before, you have to understand that it's not about getting a man, it's about getting the right person, it's about hooking up with the right person. You must understand that life is a journey. Life is a journey, and where you are going to is one of the things you must consider in choosing a date. Life is a journey, marriage is a journey. Now, when the word journey comes in, it means that you are going somewhere. It means that you have a destination. Now, some people are not interested about their destination. They don't know where they're going, and that's why they are careless in choosing a date. And when this happens, it means that sometimes you are not gonna get to where you're going to. You know, just like when we talk about a purposeless life, is someone who doesn't have purpose, who doesn't even know why she's existing, why she's created, or someone who doesn't have interest in anything, someone who doesn't have value for anything. You are living your life just like that. Everything you are doing is just because everybody is doing it. So you can't possibly say that you are going somewhere. So first of all, one thing you should consider first and know very well is the fact that life is a journey. Your life is a journey. You are going somewhere. You have expectations, you have aspirations, you have things that you want to achieve. That is what we mean by a journey. God also has some expectations for you. So you have God's plan for you, and you have some dreams, you have some careers, you have so many things that you want to achieve. First, you must consider these things, because finding a right date or choosing a date or someone that you are going to spend the rest of your life with must not be done without putting these things into consideration. Else, you find yourself with the wrong person. And when you find yourself with the wrong person, it means that you are not going to end to your destination. Because a man's life, or a man is like a driver. Yeah, in some way, the person you're journeying with is like a driver. So when you enter the wrong train, it means that you will arrive at the wrong place. So I know you don't want to make this mistake. You are writing down these qualities that you want to see in the man you want to get married to. You have to also understand that there is also a certain kind of character or attributes that attract such qualities. Yeah, it's not enough to write the qualities you want to see in a man. It's not enough to keep focusing on what you want to see. So you have to also take time to focus on yourself. Those qualities you wrote down, those things you want to see, do you have equal attitude or equal qualities to that? Yes, because you can't just take yourself out of the picture. Both of you will definitely come into this. So there is some expectations that is required of you, some things that is required of you. So you have to pay attention to that. And aside that, also, you have to pay attention to what you want. What kind of a life do you want? When you are done penning down the kind of man you want, Remember, he has his own life. He's a human being like you. He has his own expectation. He doesn't even care what you're writing down there. The person that concerns is you. The person who is interested in those things or finding those things in him is actually you. So it's not his business, it is your business. So also look at yourself and ask yourself the quality of life you want to live. It's so important that you also pen it down. Pen down the kind of life you want to live. Pen down your expectations in life. Because when you are done penning those things down, your aspirations, your dreams, everything, your visions, pen them down. Because when you are done penning them down, you can bring the man into the picture and see if these qualities that you've just written down fits into this. Or maybe you have a situation whereby now you're already dating the man, you're already in courtship with the man, you have a good relationship that very soon everything is gonna be, you know, completed. You have to also bring him into the picture. It's never too late to say no, because some ladies will be like, oh God, I've done this, I've done that, we've had a lot of times, I've made promises to him, or maybe I've spent his money and all that. You must understand that anytime you wake up and realize that you are in a wrong relationship, it's not too late to say no. It's not too late to quit. You must know that 1,000 broken relationship is better than one divorce. So you have to pay attention to yourself. Prepare your heart, prepare your mind. No, don't just get busy in search of a man. You are just in a quest of a man. You are just in a hurry to hook up with a man. You are just in a hurry without knowing what you're about getting into. If you don't sit down and plan yourself, you might get there, and in fact, it's not might. When you get there, you will be so disappointed at what you have. Wrong relationship will squeeze the very life out of you than getting you fulfilled. The search for the perfect mate is like a hunt, but you must understand that you are the treasure and he is the hunter. Get this in your mind, because I have issues with a lot of women who, when they are in a relationship, they are the ones that is making everything to happen. When you are in a relationship with a man and you are the one that is pushing the relationship, you are the one that is making sure that the relationship is successful, trust me, you're going to lose out. Trust me, you are going to drop. Men never appreciate what they don't labor for. That's what you must understand. Men, they are always having that, let's say, hunting mindset. They love acting, they love coming out for something, they pride in what they get, what they label to get. You must understand that. So when you keep pushing the relationship, when you are the one funding everything, you pay the bills, you keep begging for the relationship to work, you're always there lamenting, always there trying to just move the train of the relationship, just know that you are bound to fail, because he's gonna drop you. You are playing his role. That's his role. So you must know where you belong. Where you belong is that you should settle down. You should calm down. Why the man looks out for you? The man is meant to look out for you. He's meant to transport himself to where you are and find you. You are not the one that goes out to hunt him. You are not the one that goes out to fund him, because you are a treasure. Whenever you find a treasure, it costs more to find a treasure. Even when you find a treasure, some treasures are in disguise. So you don't go out there doing the hunting. You don't go out there trying to work out the relationship. I understand the fact that maybe the first time you met him, you were the first person that said hi, hello, or you were nice to him before he started responding, or you actually opened up a little bit to show that you like him. Yeah, it's a different thing altogether here. But what I'm saying is the aspect, or that situation whereby you are now the one moving the train. Of course, you know that if you are not the one forgiving, giving forgiveness every time, this relationship will not work. Or if you're not spending your money, he can't even leave. If you are just the one moving the train or moving the boat. The order of relationship is that man should be the head of the relationship. Man should be in charge. Man should be the leader there. So when you find yourself in a relationship where you are moving the boat, just know that you are desperate. Let's look at the right order of relationship. If your relationship must be successful, you must not neglect the fact that it came from God. He is the source. He actually brought this institution for man. So let's look at what he has planned for us concerning relationship and his right order for it. So we have Proverbs 18:22. It says, "He that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. And it also said, Proverbs 31 saying, who can find a virtuous woman? When you read the scripture, you find out that the man and the woman are actually here mentioned here, not really by their name, but it says, he that finds a wife finds a good thing, meaning that it is the job of the man to find a wife. And who can find a virtuous woman? This is still in search of the woman. So the woman is actually the one who is relaxed. The woman is actually the one who is busy with her stuff. The woman is actually on her own while the man does the finding. So he said, who can find a virtuous woman? Meaning that there's a search for a virtuous woman. There's a search for the woman. He that finds a wife, meaning that he needs to find you. He needs to look out for you. So you are not in a hurry. Your job as the treasure is to position yourself to be attractive. Position yourself in a way that it's good enough to be attractive. While he does the hunting, he does the finding. When you do hide and seek game, someone must be looking out for the other person while the other person does the hiding. Two of them can possibly be looking out for themselves. So that is the way it works. That's number one thing you must know and put into practice. If you've not been doing it before, just wake up and start doing it. If you practice it this way, it's gonna work. So you don't have to do everything to make the relationship work. If you are busy, you won't be running after him. Yeah, that's it again. Because in our previous video, I talked about being busy, finding a life, getting a life. Sometimes the reason why you are vulnerable and you have all the time for him is because you've not found something that interests you, something that can keep you busy, something you love doing. There must be something you love doing. When you were growing up as a child, I know the first thing that made you happy or the first dreams in your heart was never living with a man. I know you had something in your heart. You wanted to start up this career. You wanted to, do one or two things. It could be a kind of job you like doing. It could be a career that you don't have all the money to start or begin. You can actually start from somewhere. There must be something that interests you. If you've not found it and you are in a relationship, you will keep being vulnerable at all times, because man is fashioned in a way that we are always exposed to the things that interest us, and we keep wanting to get closer to it every time. So in a situation whereby the man or the fiance you have, or the date that you have with someone is just what triggers you, what makes you excited, what inspires you, then you are gonna have a problem, because it won't be long you find yourself in vulnerability. And men don't like ladies who bother them. They don't like you to always be a pest on them. Now they think a lot. They have so many things they do. They are busy. They have time for you. That's them. They are more principled than women sometimes. So you have to get control over yourself. And the way you do that is that you find something that interests you. Stop doing the hunting. He does the hunting, and you are the treasure that must be found. Of course, if he does his hunting very well, the treasure must be found. So calm down, relax. This is the way it works. If you go the other way around, you are going to miss it. The more available you make yourself, the farther your wedding day will be. Give him a chance to miss you. Give him a chance to long for you. You are not going to lose anything. You rather have everything to